effect does the immune system play in the cancer equation, and is detox a good idea?
Well, I think the immune system plays a pivotal role in cancer. It may be the reason we get cancer, when the immune system fails for whatever reason, and what is the reason for failure? As you mentioned, toxicity, and what kind of toxicity do you have? Well, we all have too much toxic metals in our body.
Okay.
We all have too much lead, cadmium, mercury, and Walter Blumer. Have you heard of Walter
Yes.
Blumer from Switzerland? He did a study where he gave. I forget the exact numbers. It's 50-some people got chelation every month. Chelation means metal binding. It's a process of putting a substance like EDTA in the body. It hooks onto the metal, floats it out the kidney, and that's a major detoxifier for heavy metals. Sweating is good too. In Finland they did a study with saunas and sweating, and they found you could sweat out more lead in an hour than you could pee out in 24 hours.
Wow.
So sweating is good, but it's still not enough, not enough in most cases to get rid of the lead toxicity. And Walter Blumer said that there was a 90% decrease in cancer in patients who got the chelation.
Wow.
And 90% decrease. He had 59 patients who got treated. One of them got cancer over an 18-year period. Of 117 patients or so who were the controls in a sense. They didn't get the chemotherapy. They didn't get the chelation, and that group had 17 cancers.
Okay, so you had 1/17 of the cancer.
It had 1/17 of the cancer.
Okay.
It came out to 10%.
That's pretty effective.
It came out, the study was not a perfect study, but it was a very good study, and it was approved by the Swiss government.
Okay. So you've got heavy metals, one of the toxic burdens that compromise the immunity.
Heavy metals is a biggie.
Okay.
And then there's biofilms and toxic infections,
Okay.
Lyme disease probably, many other infections, chronic viral infection like chronic herpes, and all these things respond. By the way, the talk I gave today was on vitamin C and cancer. Vitamin C is a great detoxifier for these vicious things like chronic herpes, chronic Lyme disease is another one. I treat a lot of Lyme disease
With vitamin C.
with vitamin C, with peroxide, sometimes with antibiotics.
Okay.
And you notice we're talking about using unnatural things, using scientific unnatural things. And I went through a phase in my career. I said, I don't want to use any unnatural things. I want to use natural things. Well, there aren't any totally natural things. And those that are not nearly as natural as we think they are.
So really maybe a better term would be not something that's totally natural or unnatural, but looking for something that is less toxic on the system is what we should aim to do.
Yeah, and you have to fight fire with fire. If you have a patient who and you want to play shaman and give them tree bark and comfrey leaves and stuff like that, that's all well and good if it works. But if you have something like chelation therapy and you have detoxifying vitamins like vitamin C and glutathione, and there's a lot of nutritional treatments that detoxify.